Hello, Joynil. So, first of all, very thank you for keeping up with me. I am going through all the completing my degree, completing my dissertation, presenting it, and defending my thesis and everything. It all completed yesterday. So, with all those sleepless nights, I completed my sleep. I guess I have completed my sleep now. I woke up like half an hour ago. So yeah, about the assignment and task you have given, and I have noted down, and I have been thinking how to answer them. So this is my best answer as far as I could give right now. There can be a lot of thought given about the processes and the tasks to do, the what are the models to follow and everything, but let's keep it a bit short and clear, less jargon with less jargons. Yeah, about how I see my founder office role going. So if I come in as founder's office for a short term, because you have already mentioned that the current goal of yours is going slow and like building up your brand, building the go to market, building the product market fit first in a scalable way. So the short term is actually that working with the dev and marketing and sales team to first of all understand the customers better, because I also need to build a better understanding of the how the labs think, and how the channels can be built in between them. Either all the labs talk with each other, so there can be a better the better way can be going through each of them and like building a network in between them. Or if they don't talk to each other and they are by very simple people who are not that much tech savvy or are not that good to be approached on over a call, then there can be a better way of building a direct sales team. My understanding of it right now says that the best will be building a direct sales team, and it's not required to reach out to one of them, because the labs do talk to each other, and if you can implant your team precisely in the hotspots of the labs and give out your product to few of them, they are ready enough to talk with each other and reach out to you again, or have a contact with the direct sales team by themselves. This insight is actually coming from a company which one of my friends runs, and they are into lab diagnostic systems or something like that. I don't know perfectly, because we have been talking from it's been a long time, like I have been talking to them, and they have been shifting their products quite frequently. But then the longer term is completely owning that space, at least for the labs. It's a B2B part which I'm asking. I will be breaking down in them two parts, which will be the B2B and B2C part. The B2B is that completely owning the space. It should not be just that we make a report. Then it will be better to collaborate with all the lab management software systems to give out to add Nirogyan as an add-on, which is not the best way to do. We should have our own complete lab management software with all the features required, and additional systems which are coming into the play as a with the term that smart reporting, SaaS, some smart diagnostics and everything. The other part, B2C, which is working with the patients, because they already have our reports now. So working with them to provide them services better, not just insights but services. Even your current product have some few of them listed, which is medicine, the healthcare checkups, yearly checkups, complete healthcare checkup, reporting and suggestions, insights, and building up top of them, going into them and creating cumulative reports from the past reports and giving them insights on what are the things they should do, they might not do, or even if we can't do any of each of this, helping them reach out to doctors. Okay, there are very far goals which I am also thinking about. So yeah, I had to pause it in between due to some call. So yeah, a further goal which is coming from actually the name of the company, Nirogyan. It says Nirogyan. It should be the information, the knowledge about how to be nirog, how to be free of illness. So it should not be just about providing the insights on the reports. It should be much more than that. It should be more about helping them get a second opinion. It should be more about helping them figure out where to get treated. It can expand into diverse places. We have to think, we have to see which one of them will make more sense and which will fit better to our expertise. But this is something I would like to propose if we come together, we work together. As far as the team I am willing to work with, I already mentioned, in the shorter time, I would more like to work with the sales and marketing team. I want to first define how I see marketing, because okay, you also know. But I see marketing as more of the team which do the market research, which understand the customers, understand their needs, figure out all the information from everywhere and figure out what to deliver, and when to deliver, how to deliver. And the sales is direct the sales. I would like to work with the sales and marketing team first. I see them fitting in. I see myself fitting in easily, because marketing is something which we all do as founders, and there's it comes naturally in every space. Either you are building something, you are even every time you are building something, it comes there. And sales is something because I have been, we are in shop, so I am sitting there, we are selling things. I was the head of promotions also. We were selling tickets for our fest. We were seeing how to sell something there. We either to conduct fest, or either to conduct small fest, or either to build smaller team for something else. There was so much of the work going on which most of the people can't even imagine being happening in a college for a small fest or something. But it's not easy to bring in 2.5 crores for 1.25 crores for just selling tickets to kids who are coming to college, and they are also spending in so much money around traveling and everything. So just selling them a 3,000 rupees ticket is also not easy, and I got to learn a lot from there. So fitting in with marketing and sales team will be easy, not just easy, but it will help in completing the short term goals. For the long term goals, because now the things have changed. For the long term goals, it's not about just the selling part. What you are selling is becoming more important. What all you can sell is becoming more important. And for that, working with dev and marketing team will be the ideal mix of everything. Marketing team will give insights and dev team will build the product. That's all. And I am doing everything which they can't or they won't in between, so that the things comes to. Yeah. Then the questions you have asked is inclination towards healthcare. Why? Even though I have been talking about it a lot, but yeah. Inclination towards healthcare by default is coming from my family and everything, because I have seen so many problems, and more than that, there was a time when I asked myself a few questions, how I can not just build a business but add value, because otherwise business में कुछ भी बना सकता हूँ. Like I can there are so many conventional businesses where I can make tons of more money than anything a startup can do. And uh, coming from the background where people are in conventional business, there's, there's no conventional business where any of my relatives is not. So it's not a simple like tough task to get in there, but that doesn't make you happy because I've seen them. And having a purpose for doing something is more important than just making money. Even though I want to make money, if you ask me why I want to get into build a startup, first I want to make money. Second, I want to make money ethically and adding value by in other people's life. So I asked myself a few questions, and one of them was that how can I add value, and was simply came around either the core value to the mass is added by either education or health or defense, helping them stay protected. Protection comes from financial protection, protection comes from physical protection. There are terms of protection which can come from in terms of insurance and everything. From the education, I mean educating them for their job, their career, for their own well-being comes under education. You are empowering them with knowledge. And the third is healthcare. You are empowering with them health. You are providing them good health. That is also a very important task, or I would say value you can add in somewhere. For defense, I narrowed down, and very few things came up, and the best, the most likely I wanted to work with this was healthcare insurance, because Indians are facing so many issues, healthcare issues, and they in the end they are running short of money because healthcare is not cheap. Even though in India it's cheap, but Indians are not rich. For the education, empowering them for job and everything is already I see as a very saturated market, and it doesn't make sense to me that I don't think I will be add to any good real value. Any other person who is having a passion or not can build something in there. Third, which comes is healthcare. It's not just something which I can relate to. It is something which, where there's so much scope to help people. Even if you are helping them, like from the basics that you are giving them a well-written report, it's adding value. All the way to giving them a real surgery done, doing a surgery to them, doing a removing cancer, doing some research and figuring out some medicine which can cure cancer or something, cancer or something. So there's a vast spectrum. There's so much of loopholes, so much of opportunities there, and it's a pure value which you can add, which is realized instantly. It made me attracted so much to healthcare, and it looks like it's not just me who is attracted to healthcare. From past, this is something which I asked myself 5 years ago, and from the 5 years I am trying to convince myself that yes, trying to prove myself that yes, the decision was not wrong by working in everywhere. Okay, where I have added a lot of value in terms of healthcare, if you ask, the startup I was working with in field where I worked for 2 months as an intern. I decided to move forward, move wider from just a narrow approach on thinking how a patient who is suffering from some mental illness is feeling, to expanding towards how even counselors think the counseling works, how is their experience, and how we can enable them to provide better services rather than just giving them a text or video format to talk with them patients. So I was working with them and doing their interviews and things, and planned a complete software there. So yeah, that is what I believe is a lot of change which I want, which I added. And other than that, I'm not going to talk about my startups there, because it's clear there was people who were treated there for the medical tourism. There was the kids and the people who are got treated in such less price, high quality. It's just a blessing that I am still happy and everything is going right. And for the Kalayam also, it figuring out how that yes, there are artists who are not being paid well, or they are not able to earn because they are very in early stages. Giving them a place to earn and practice their skills better is in my view is the value which I added and they earn. Uh, I was not fortunate enough to continue that startup long. If the market would have fit right, I would have been able to earn a value in future as well. In the last intern, I added not just a value as a someone who is writing stuff and things, doing some market research. I'm actually coming to another question of yours, and it's mixing there. Uh, See, for my background, my when I say myself a journalist and everything, my core value is that I can get things done. It's very vague. It's not a very ideal thing to just prove. It can't. It's not easy to prove it, but uh, there's a reason where I am like where my all of my friends who are into business and like are going to start startups, are doing startups, are have named me Jugadu Lal, like, because be it marketing, be it sales, and everything, I can come up with a solution which is of least effort and highest returns. For any condition, I have something. You want, like, I can bet you can give me a task, or you can ask me get something done, and I will find out the best solution, of most easiest solution, most quickest solution to get it done. It might not be the most scalable solution at that time, but it will get the things done for that duration. So you can take a step back and see that it has like power is execution. That okay, I can get things done. It's the execution part which plays the most role. What are you good at? Again, executing things. I don't like redundancy. I don't like doing things which are just taking time and not adding value. I'm ready to outsource it. I'm ready to give it to something else because I want to work. I'm going to just outside of all of this. The thing I yesterday presented to my professors as a dissertation project is physical landslide modeling, which was done for debris. It was done first time in my campus. There are not more than 10 papers who have been published around that in the entire India of landslide modeling in physical form. You are creating a physical setup of a good amount of scales of ours was of 3 by 6 feet of landslide, which we created over a slope, and testing the entire landslide movement, everything through LiDAR sensors, and figuring out how it behaves and how the numerical models behave. It was the only completely physical and executional work or execution based dissertation which has been done in my campus right now. And it was the only reason I took it, because there was a possibility for me to actually add value. all of the lab setup, I was there setting it up. I don't have any problem in going a mile ahead just to get something done faster, because to me getting things done right now is more important than getting them a 2, 3, 4, 5% better tomorrow. I will compound it any day. Then what did you have picked up in my college? Like what I have picked up in my college? The thing I have picked up in my college is team, working with people. At Thomso as well, under me there was 20 teammates in just the promotions team. Then there were the complete team was of 100 students, and I was working with all of them, distributing work, giving them work, or even taking up work from them if they can't do it. The core goal is to get something done, and there is something which runs in parallel with them is keep getting it done for longer term, which requires you to maintain the best relationship with your teammates, be it your juniors, seniors, or the people working with you. Any day, if there is a conflict of you with your teammate, junior, senior, or of your own team, of your own year, the conflict should remain out of the work, and it should not come out of between of two or between of your team. It should not come out, because it will affect not just the productivity of every other team, it will create a chance or a loop, a weaker point for the not so good part of your teammates, or not so good people outside to create a mess. So the conflict should be managed the best. If there is a conflict between your juniors, not with you, instead of making it a public issue, you should help them resolve it and help them keep it out of their work. That is something which I have learned, and the conflict have no space for in any human's life. So it should be removed as soon as possible. Yeah. So, and okay. Yeah. And moving on to the final part, which was okay. So it's a very quick work which I've done. I'm not saying I've put a lot of efforts right now, because we are very late. So I wanted to conclude it as soon as possible. Before everything, there is something which I want to add. If we are googling digital smart medical reports, Nirogyan is not coming on first. So if I am coming in, the very first thing which I will be doing is upping our SEO game. There is no space for being fifth or fourth, fifth people in the universe. There is no space for the fourth, fifth runners. Either you should be first or this. The moment someone Google digital medical report, smart medical report, or digital medical labs, all the key which anyone can think of, the first or second result should have Nirogyan, and that I will make sure. And I don't need SEO knowledge for that. I will figure out, I will find people, and I don't think it will be a big game for me, and I will make it happen. There should be SEO so strong that Nirogyan is either first, either second, or it's not in Nirogyan's field. Coming to the market research skills, okay, you have given me health vectors and doctorology. Health vectors, even though the websites look very well, the product seems very best and everything, but they are actually doing what what came into my mind when I felt that okay, Nirogyan is building smart reports. So they are ahead in their game, though I don't have exact data of how many patients, or say how many labs they actually have, but as you have mentioned, because we have 30-40 labs, and on their website this company mentions that they have created 1.6 smart health reports, or so many analyzed, and their website actually mentions a ton of more labs they have collaborated with, but they are actually similar. The labs are ours and theirs are coinciding. I'm wondering how this works actually. Is it like they have implemented in their one or two of their sites or something like that? But health vector seems, in terms of number, they are ahead of us right now. Doctorlose is not exactly a competitor right now, but they have a ton of features and test calculators on their websites. I wonder how they work, but they have been running ads and everything on their website, so I don't consider them as a real competitor. They are just cheap company existing out there in the market. There are few companies which are leading the Google search, which is Medicus AI and the Smart Reporting. Both of them are not from India. Medicus AI is from Middle East, and Smart Reporting is from European countries. And Smart Reporting, though their website is very pathetic, their website is very heavy for any user to observe and understand what they are actually offering, full of jargons. They seem to have a similar product to us, though none of them numbers have been mentioned around. Medicus AI is a good company, even though they are from Middle East, but seeing how India and Middle East are so much similar, and there is so much of collaborations happening, it won't be an issue for them to come to India or go to US. And they are having a very good product suite, very similar to us. Even let me show. Medicus AI offers not just services to the labs, but also they have expanded their services to insurance and few other companies. Their product lines are similar to us, but they also provide diagnostics and other services to their home. So they have expanded themselves as more as a self-sustained lab than a service provider. They are tech service provider, tech consultant. So they are a digital lab. There is a good. They are, in my opinion, they are a good study to be done, like on Medicus in detail, so that we can think how Nirogyan can move forward, because their products, they look something which can make something make big in future. There is a very known lab, Metropolis India, which is a big player, and it seems like they have been offering smart reports, and I wonder if they have they are planning to offer it to other companies as well, or they have been collaborated, because nothing has been mentioned. If it's their own, then it's a problem, but if it's in collaboration, then we have to think how to reverse it and take that collaboration to ourselves. There is one company which is Indian and is in the same space, which is Aspira. Aspira offers completely same product suite, though they have framed it a little different, providing health packages, or for each of the tests they have been providing profiling and everything. They have been providing pathology test and a few number of tests. So they are actually not a tech provider, but a service provider as a laboratory. But they have their own tech of digital medical reports. I can see them selling it in future to other labs and converting them to Aspira labs or Aspira enabled labs. So they have a very good scope of doing that. They should be kept. We should keep an eye on. Other than that, I don't find any player which is able to make a online presence. I don't deny existence of a tech player doing the same product suite, building the same product suite, offering the same features, even better features maybe, and is not listed on online. Because it's a sales game, the tech can be built, and it's a sales game. If you have a very strong sales team, you can capture a good market and be unknown to anyone. And we both know there are so many companies who are like that. With that, I am right now concluding my talk. It's been 30 minutes and you asked me to do it in 10 minutes, but if there is a quote which I believe a lot in, which is, if it can be summarized, it belongs there. And the questions you have been asked are so much put me so much in thought that my results can't be summarized. Sorry. So thank you. Bye.